Okay, I will open the Notepad++. First, I will explain about the HTML5 structure, how we have to develop the HTML5 structure. Let's see. Your HTML5 structure, it has to be start with the doc tag. You have to define this is the mandatory in the HTML5. Yesterday, I told directly HTML because it was the not mandatory in the HTML4. In the 5, they have made it mandatory. What is the meaning of doc type? Doc type indicate what kind of document file is there, and you can close it. Now, in between this doc HTML, one more HTML you have to take. Then same head tag. In between the head tag we have to take. Title tag you have to take. Okay. Those who joined today and yesterday were unable to join, you can watch the recorded session because it is a continuation process. Title, I will mention it here. Title as a BusinessNet Technologies. Before this, I will add as a structure HTML5 structure. I will mention it. Now I will save this into the my folder here. I will mention as a HTML5.html. Okay, file I have been saved. Now I will take a first tag here under the body tag, that is called header tag. Let's say here is the header tag. Here I will write the header text /header. Now for this header, I have to write a CSS code. I will take it here, style. In between, we have to define it here. Header. This header tag is a semantic tag. This introduced in the HTML5 only. Like, what is the purpose of using the header tag? To define the header section of the websites we use. Let's say height 100 px, width 100%, background. Let's see, I will execute this particular file. Let's see. I will take from the here and I will execute it. Now see, this is the section here, header section. But here I will make it alignment. To remove that empty space, you have to define the universal selector. Here in the universal selector, you have to define margin and padding. Okay, because by default it comes. Okay, right now I will add margin to remove the space. Later I will tell you when you have to add the padding also. Now empty space gone, and you can see text is aligned into the left by default. We have to bring into the middle of the screen. How we will make it? Text align center. Text align center to bring it into the middle. Now see. And I will make it color white. Now see, it changes to the white color. And by default 16 px comes. If you want to increase the font size, you can increase it. How we will do it? That is font size. Font size, what happens? It increases the font size of the text. Let's say I will make it 30 px. Now it is in the middle of the screen. but it is a horizontally it is in the middle of the screen. If you want to make height wise like vertically middle of the screen, you have to apply line height property. Line height, you have to mention how many pixels, that is 50 px. Line height 50 px, sorry, not a 50, 100, because height of the division is 100. Now you can see it is the middle of the screen. And if you minimize also, it comes like a responsibly here. Okay, many people have a question about what is the 100% width and what is the 100 pixel. See, if you mention pixel basis, it works on a pixel format. 100% means you see whatever the width I can take, automatically it will fit. Okay, it depends on the device sizes. Based on device, automatically it will adjust. If you mention as a 100 px, it will be that much only specific. You see 100 pixel, I mentioned that much only it is capable. It is not more than that. Now you understood the header tag. Now I will come for navigation tag. What is the meaning of nav? Nav stands for navigation. We use for designing the menu purpose. Let's say I will take here itself the navigation. NAV. Okay, in the navigation, what I will do here, I will take height 50 only, not required fully. Background, I will take light blue because the differentiation should be required. Okay, color, we can keep it white, not a problem. Line height, not required here. Font size also not required. Now see your navigation tag is K. Commonly in the navigation, what will be there? Menu element like home, about us, contact us. Like that way, we have to define the menu. Okay, if you want to define those kind of things, means you have to define eval li. What you have to do? You have to define eval li. Let's say I will take those elements here in between the navigation. First, I will mention eval. What is the meaning of eval? Eval stands for unordered list. Li stands for list of item. Let's see, first element I will take home. Second element I will take about. Third element I will take contact. Now you can see it's there. You can see home, about, and contact. You see lot of spacing is coming here. And first thing is I need to remove this bullet from here. Okay, how I will remove? You can see for removing the bullet purpose. Here once again I am explaining what is the eval and what is the li. Eval stands for unordered list. Li stands for list of item. Let's see, I will mention here nav space eval space li. To remove that bullet point, I have to target this element. These are the li element. Okay, that is the reason under the navigation, whatever the eval under the eval li is there, that will be affect this. To remove that bullet, you can use the property called list style type none. Now you can say bullet is removed completely. The bullet is gone. And lot of space is there here. I will tell you what is the reason. If you apply eval, by default 40 px padding will take from the left. Let's say I will show you. I will select this eval. Now you can see 40 px left padding it is taking. 40 px left padding. That is the reason that much empty space is coming. What is the solution for that? You can apply in the universal selector itself margin 0 px. It will go away that one. Because whenever you use the eval li, this is the, make sure you have applied it. Now see, here is the. Now I will bring one by one element, home, about, and contact. How we will do it? It has to come side by side. For that purpose, float left you have to apply. What you have to apply? Float left. Now you can see home, about, contact us. It is side by side, it is coming. Means if you want element side by side, we have to apply float left. What float left it does, it will allocate the if any space is available, automatically it allocates spacing inside. That is the purpose we have to use this specific property. Let's see now what I will do here. I will add some more properties here to make it the menu. Like if you want to link from one page to another page, means you have to use that particular activity. That is called anchor tag. Let's see, I will take a href. A stands for anchor tag. Href means hyper reference. What is the purpose of using the anchor tag? Means we have to link from one page to another page, that purpose. But we don't have any page, that is the reason I will call hash. Hash means it will call same page. If you have any pages, you can mention it there. Now see, I have applied anchor tag. I will close it here. Now once I apply hyperlink, you can say automatically it will change color to blue and underline. Two property it will come by default. Once you applied hyperlink, color changes to blue and underscore. How we will change this one? Again, here itself same flow you maintain. Now space, eval space, li. And you can define it here. A also should come. To remove that blue color, you have to use color, whatever color you want. Color white I will mention. To remove underline, that is text decoration, none. Text decoration, none. Now you can see it is there here. But what I will do here, now spacing also required. Now what happens? The spacing also required now. Home, about us, contact us is there. In between we need a space here. Okay, how we will apply the spacing? For that purpose, you have to apply padding left and padding right. If you need here space, padding left and right, both the side we have to take it. Means it will give the spacing here. Here itself I will apply padding left 30 px, padding right 30 px. Means both the corner we get it. You can see here the spacing. And we have to apply height also here. That is called line height 50 px. Now see, it is in the middle of the screen exactly. Means this is the navigation. If I make it minimize, you can see you get it. Means if you want to define header portion of the website, you can use heading tag. If you want to define the navigation, you can use navigation tag. Now comes next section tag. Okay, where we will use the section tag, I will tell you. Section tag we use for the purpose of defining the sections. Section. We can make a multiple sections here. That is the purpose we use it. Let's say I will define here for section tag also. Means to make it different blocks, we can use this one. Height, I will say 400 px, width 100%, background pink I will take. Now here is the layout. Now we can see section here. Section tag we use for making a different box. Okay, now what we have to do here, you can make it different two sections I will make, one article section and another is a side section. When you have to use the article tag, if you want to explain some content, anything. Let's say I will take a article tag. These all are the semantic tags used for making the alignment, and all these introduced in the HTML5 article. Article tag, what I will do, height I will keep same only, width I will make it 65%. Background I will take orange, and I will keep it float left. Float left means left side it comes. Now say it's coming in the left side. And one more thing is right, that is a side. We have to take it in terms of background. 30, I will take it as an that's 30%. Height 400, width, background, and float right you have to make it. Okay, now it's not coming to the right side. What we have to do it? Let's see, I have to check a side tag I took it or not. Okay, here I will tell you a side now. Okay, better what I will do, if I apply side by side, then you get a clear idea here. A side. A side. Now see, it is came right side of the section. Means I have divided under section tag different mode. One is left and another is right. That is I divided 165% and one is a divided as a 30%, and in between the 5% it comes as a spacing. Now finally last comes a footer. Let's see, I will take it here, footer tag, footer slash footer. Here I will say get the rate designed by Designer Technologies. Now what we have to do here? We have to define here footer. I will say height, px, background blue, and width always I will keep it here 100%. And text align center to bring it into the middle. Let's see. Now this is the your layout. What I will do, I will make a little small, then you get an idea. Okay, here what I will do, here I will bring this text still to the middle. It's not in the middle. Okay, line height px. And second thing is here, we have to make it color white. Means it will change color to the white color. Now you can see it is there here. Okay, now you got an idea how to make it as a HTML5 layout. This is the HTML5 layout. Okay, what is the unique thing in the HTML5 they made? They made all semantic tags: header, footer, article, section tag, a side, and article. These all are the semantic tags. Means why semantic tags? We will call it as a meaningful, where we have to use it. And division tag we used yesterday, that is a non-semantic tag, because wherever we want we will use there in the HTML4. Okay, which is the non-semantic tag? Division tag. And these all are whatever I explained today. These are the semantic tags here, header to till footer, because every tag have a meaningful. Okay, let's see now. I will come for multimedia section. This is all about HTML5 structure. The next future of the HTML5 is multimedia. What I will do, same file only, I will do save as multimedia dot html. Means I made a one copy. You can see if you come to the folder, you get it idea, multimedia dot html. Here what I will do, here I will display audio and video tag. Okay, here I will display audio and video tag. This is the different page I made a save. Here I will display the video. Okay, for video purpose you need a mp4 file. Okay, if you have, you can use your file also, or you can search on the Google sample mp4 file, you get it. If you don't have, means let's say I will download the sample file. Okay, this is a one sample file. If coming like this way, just right click and you can do save a video as. Okay, and you can go to the your folder. Okay, and you can save it here. You can say I'm going to save directly 1.mp4. Okay, already I have saved in the folder. You can see 1.mp4. How we will display this one? Okay, I will come in the article tag and I will display and I will show you how it works. For displaying the video tag, we have to use video and we have to close the video tag first. And also you can mention it here, how much width and height you want. I will make it width 300, height 300. Now in between, I will take a source tag, source src. And I will define here. What is the meaning of source? Source means where is the path? It is 1.mp4. Let's see. I will refresh. Now see, your video is came here, but no play option, nothing. Just it's from as in a one video. How to bring it as in a play option? You have to add a one property here, controls. If you apply here, you get it. Now see. Now it is the video. Means they introduced in the multimedia section this. And similarly, a side tag. Inside a side tag, I will display the audio tag. Let's see. Audio I will mention. Slash audio. And we have to define here source src 1.mp3. It is a mp3 file, but we need a file. That is, I need to take the file now. How we will take it? Again, you can come to the Google and you can search sample mp3 file. Now what you have to do, right click again, save it. You can save it as a 1.mp3. That was a mp4, it is a mp3. mp4 is a video, mp3 is a audio. Now you can see I will define here. Already I have it. Just I will add a here controls. Let's see here. See, both the things is introduced in the multimedia. both audio and video tags. If you want, you can use it here. After this, it will come a graphics property. In the graphics, there are the two things we'll use in the HTML. One is a canvas and another is a SVG. Okay, under the graphics, there are the two elements. One is canvas and SVG. Let's say I will create a one separate file for that one. File. I will make it as an SVG. Okay, what is the meaning of SVG? SVG stands for Scalable Vector Graphics. Okay, I made a save as. Now I will change it whatever I need. Okay, I don't want all this code. Okay, and I will mention it in the title also, SVG. SVG stands for Scalable Vector Graphics. Scalable Vector Graphics. Okay, what are the kind of element we can define here? With the help of SVG, we can write, draw a rectangle, circles, like that way. Now see, first element I will take SVG here. And I will close the SVG tab. Okay, I will not define any height and anything, just I will define the property here. SVG open flower bracket, closing flower bracket. Just I will define a border solid 1px right. Okay, now see, by default it's came a some width and height. Okay, because I have not defined anything, you can see in this. Okay, just it's taken some width and by default taken here. Okay, what is the default width and height of the SVG? You can inspect it. It is 300 by 150. You can see SVG tag 300 by 150. It is a default. Don't consider border. That is we have defined manually. Now, what is the default size of canvas and SVG? Somebody else, you can say 300 by 150. Even though canvas also comes the same. Only in the name of SVG, you have to replace with canvas. Now I will take in this only one more rectangle I will draw and I will show you. I will take one more SVG down. If you want own different size frame means you have to define here. Example, you can say I'm defining 300 by 300 height and width. It is the own framework. Like if you want custom framework, that time you have to use this one. Now see, second one came 300 by 300 because I have defined the layout size as a 300 by 300. And here I will draw one rectangle. You can see I will add it here. Rect we have to take, it is an inbuilt tag. Okay, for defining the rectangle we need a width and height. Width equal to 200 and mention height equal to 200. Now see, the layout is clean. Okay, this is the by default color. If you want own color, you have to fill it here. That is style equal to fill right. Now you can see. And if you want a gap between X and Y, X means left side, Y means top. Spacing, if you want, you can mention in a X and Y. That is comes separately. X equal to, you can say I will take 50. Y equal to 50. One is x-axis, one is y-axis. Now both side you get a 50-50 gap here. Both side 50-50 we are getting a gap. Like this way we can draw different geometrical elements with the help of SVG and canvas. Okay, canvas, what happened? Canvas is dependent on the JavaScript. Okay, for that you have to know the JavaScript. There is a reason I'm not doing, but you have to aware both SVG canvas, we use it. And default size of canvas and SVG is 300 by 150. Now see next activity. Okay, this is I have introduced about here, explained about the HTML5 features. Now I will come for CSS3. In the CSS3, some of the few new properties introduced. Let's say I will take that as a separate file, css3.html. Now see, I am making this file as a CSS3. Okay, what is the meaning of CSS? Cascading style sheet. That is, you know, yesterday what CSS does. CSS provides a properties to the HTML tag, but here in CSS3, advanced properties they are introducing. Let's say I will take only one division tag and I will assign the some properties. Division, I will make it id equal to box and I will close it. And here you can make it id equal to box hash box. And here you can take it height and width also. I will take height 200 px, width 200 px. And I will add background blue. Let's say I will execute the file. Now you can see it's came big size. I don't want this one. It's a very big. I want to reduce it height and width. Okay, here width spelling is wrong happened. That is the reason it took 100%. Now see 200 by 200 came. Here what I will do, I will apply for this box border radius. You can see border radius means in the corner it will come 50 px. I will apply means in the corner you can see the border radius effect is came. This is the CSS3 property. And even though we can apply here, means how much you will apply, that much radius it comes here. I will add one more property, box shadow. Now see, I will mention 0 px, 10 px, right. What happened? The shadow will be appears in the corner. Now see, the shadow is appears in the corner. This is the box shadow. This is also a CSS3 property only. Means first, if you apply here spacing means 10 px, if you apply means shadow will come to here. If you apply in the second, shadow will come from the top, which spreadness means in the corner. Fourth one, color red means it will appear in the all corners here. Now see, I will write a one more text here. Let's say snare. It will come in the top of the corner. You want to bring it into the middle again. How we will do it? You have to do two things. One is text align center, another is line height 200 px. One is to come in the middle, one is to come in the height center. Now see, now I will make it font size increase 30 px, and also I will mention color white. Now you can see here. Now text align center, and this one more I will apply property here, text shadow. Text shadow stands for it will applicable for text. How box shadow we applied for the boxes. Now same thing I will copy and I will apply for the text. If you apply here text shadow, it will applicable here. Now see, in the corner you got a text shadow property. Means in the CSS3 they introduced advanced level of CSS properties, that is we can use it for the applicable purpose. Now see here, the same box I will convert to the circle. One more I will take a element. Example, you can see I am making a one more box here. Box 1. I will take same properties here and I will copy paste it. Box 1. Here if you want as a exactly center, imagine if you want as a exactly center, what you have to do, you have to make it border radius 50% here. Then it will convert to the circle, you can say. And if you want both elements side by side, means you have to mention float left for the both section. Then it comes side by side. Float left. Now you can see it is there here. It is coming side by side. One is just 50% pixel, it is taken corner, and one is completely a circle. That is a one of the factor. But if you want as in a circle, your height should be 1:1. 1:1 means same height, same width we have to occupy. Okay, somebody asked yesterday the animation property, like how to animate. Let's see, I will give you that example also. For that, I will take a one more box here. Box 2. Let's see, I will take a properties here only. Box 2. Okay, anyhow, it will come similar only right now, but I will integrate with animation here. Okay, third box. Okay, if you want to make it as an animation, what you have to do? First, you have to define one keyframe. Then only it will come. That I define here at the rate keyframes. And name of the keyframe, I will mention DigiSnare. You take any name, it is a user defined name of the keyframe. But this is the inbuilt keyword. If you want to define any frames, you have to use at the rate keyframes. And name of the keyframe, it is a optional. Any name you can take it. That is I took as a DigiSnare. Here you can see I will add a two properties. One is from property I will add, means one color to another color I will change. You can see I will mention here the property blue. And one more also I will take it color, whatever is the present, white is there. Okay, I will take from this state to another state I will take from. Similarly, one more I will take 2. From to 2 means from this color to this color I am changing. That which color I want to change, that is I have to mention here. I will mention here red and yellow, the color combination. Okay, we have defined one animation frame set now. Okay, this is the animation frame set, but I have to apply for which box it has to apply, box 1 or box 2 or box 3. That is the question. I will apply for box 3 here only. How we will apply? You have to mention animation name. What is the name? DigiSnare. Second one, duration. Animation duration. Example, I will mention 4s. 4s means 4 seconds. Now you can see 4 seconds it is took. Okay, only one time it is happening. It has to happen more than one time, means what you have to do? That is animation iteration count. Iteration count. Okay, if you mention 1, 2, 3, 4, that many times it will come. If you make it infinite, that will be automatically changed. Now see, it is a second one, third time. Now it is happening continuously.